let me get this out of the way because this really annoyed me trying to set up. For some reason in story, there's the continue, right? And then there's normal game, which starts a new game. Which I didn't realize. I thought it was like... I don't know what I thought, but I didn't think it was new games. So I was like, crazy, like, where is there, can you not start over? Is there like, do you have to go into the game and like reset, you know? But no, that starts a new game. But even weirder, there are profiles? And I didn't actually know this, I just thought there was one profile in Bastion, but this is really cool, so I can like save my own profile before I start a new game. So, as you can see, I've been experimenting a little bit, but it's in help and options. What is this? Why is it in help and options? And it's at the bottom as well. If you're gonna put it in here, at least put it at the top, right? And better yet, put it underneath story, like right here. This is where, right in between these two is where profile should be. Not leaderboards. Leaderboards should be like, I don't know, in story or something. What? I don't know about this. I don't get it. I don't get it. I know it's made for controllers, and I think that might have something to do with it. But personally, as a keyboard user, I am frustrated. So yeah. To episode 2 of Bastion. I was taking a look at some of these items. They ended up doing the Dark Souls thing of putting a lot of world building in their items, and I think it actually is really good, because if you're not interested in the details of the story, you don't have to read this, right? I will take the time to, like, just read some of these. So we'll go top to bottom. I already did these two in the last episode, I guess. So, distillery. Plans for a facility where specially brewed spirits enhance one's natural ability. So we are equipping spirits. That's interesting. Just need a place to build it. Only spirits permitted on walking or on the rippling walls were the kind that increased productivity. Interesting. So, you can see how that adds quite a bit of lore to the game. Staple diet for gas fellows, also used in all manner of industry. Fairly straightforward. Also, I like how it's very clear about being upgrade material, right? That's quite welcome. More welcome, I think, in survival games, but in a game like this, you know, it's not the worst thing. In fact, I would say overall it's a positive thing that they're clear about what this item does. It's interesting how much space they gave themselves to give a description, because you know how normally games will have like the tiniest text box at the bottom of the screen? It's interesting. Stretch of Me's Gut prized by bowyers and pelt ball fans. Is there a sport that I don't know about? One more reason for the popularity of meese hunting. Oh god. Fetching fizz, this is the thing we have attached. Started as a baroom prank, but evolved to become popular with miners and scrap workers. Metallic aftertaste. So, keep in mind, this is the spirit we equipped at the distillery. Or wait, specially brewed spirits? Yeah, this is the spirit. So spirit is more like a drink? Maybe it's like their way of saying beer? Who knows, right? Anyways, I just thought you would find that interesting. Let's get out of here.
Skyway. Now the kid can ride the wind to distant lands.
This is something that'll be fun to mess around with. Hey, there's the Bastion. I like this UI because it's very clear, by the way. Like, hey, here's places you can go. Hey, this is not a place you can go because it's Bastion. That's home base. So yeah, good job. This is something we might mess around with later. I don't think we'll really do much with it this playthrough. Unless I want to do it in future recordings. I want to show this off, though. Check this out.
The Wharf District. Folks sail deep into the boundless sea from here. The Workman Ward. Them windbags used to keep the city humming along here.
Notice how I can't actually click on fly there. For completion's sake.
The Breaker Barracks. Many straight shooters learn their way here. The Bastion. Ceylandia's safe haven. Once the highest point in the city. Too bad it wasn't finished before the calamity struck.
So you see how much they get out of the author. Like, they put him through a lot of work, which is interesting.
Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong.
The reason I want to bring that up is because currently you might...
Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one?
You might not know about this, but currently in like the gaming industry, there's a workers' union that's on strike right now for voice actors. Because in the AAA industry, people aren't really respecting voice actors. And like this union is enforcing like a voice actor can only have 2 hours of strenuous work, right? Which is a bit of a funny thing to say. I don't remember the specifics, but it's a very interesting thing to read about. It's something that I had never thought about. I didn't really think like that can put a lot of damage on your voice, but it can. If you're acting if you're pushing your throat enough, it will actually damage your voice, which is interesting. Anyways, what did he say? He said, like, there are 4 directions, pick one, and YOLO, right? So, YOLO.
He heads for the biggest dump in town. Scumbag Alley.
Oh, this was something of a bad idea.
Off the city's own trash.
Oh, they just fell off. Okay, sure. That's kind of funny. Why are they... He just walked off. Okay, sure. I'll take it.
And there he is. The oldest scumbag of them all.
By the way, I like how when you pick up items and you're full on something, it gives you 10 experience, like right there. So like right now, if I was to pick up a healing potion, it would give me, you know, full health.
Ain't done much for Gershel's sunny disposition.
Poor Gershel. But now that I've taken damage, like, I'll probably heal when I take a health potion. There's no core here, clearly.
No core, no surprise. Like the gas fellas are hiding it from him.
Ooh. Get a new item. Getting the 1 experience can be kind of useful, even though I'm nowhere near level 2. So check this out. I have full tonics, 10 experience instead of like another con.
Won't be no field trip this time.
It's kind of cool. I like that mechanic because you don't want to feel like you're wasting resources. So they just made an alternate use for it instead of like making you feel obligated to spam your stuff. Oh my god, stop it. Oh god, this weapon. I don't really want to pick it up.
Scumbag can digest just about anything. Except for this. It's quick for slicing and light enough to throw.
So I know a lot of people really like this weapon. This are the war machetes. They're 2 daggers. Or is it 1 dagger? It's only 1 dagger, but you can upgrade it to 2 later. Oh, I didn't even see the ones in my face. I was like focusing down there. You can throw it, and it just attacks very quick, right? It's really cool playstyle. It's not one of my favorites. I like standing a little bit far away and going, ah, I'm a sniper. But, you know, it's cool. Definitely, like, it feels really good to, like, get up in an enemy's face and just go, wah, 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 wah.
They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed.
So this is, like, also one of my favorite,
no sign of
specials.
The core here. At least the kid got something for his trouble.
But yeah, this weapon, again, very unique. If you're wondering what my favorite weapon is, it's actually the spear that you get later on in the game is one of my favorite weapons. Spoiler alert. What is that walk? Is this upper body just not moving at all? That's a bit weird. I guess you're usually like, oh, there we go. Now he's walking normally. Is that because I threw a knife? I guess that's... I'm not sure why that happens, but okay, sure. Ooh. I don't know why I'm using you when I can use you. The problem with the throwing thing is that it's just much better to use the bow. Although I guess if you're like not really thinking like I was there, you can just end up spamming it and just accidentally throw it that way.
He heads for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge.
Oh, that didn't work. Not as well as I wanted it to.
Somehow that old forge is still standing.
Oh god. Ooh, okay. I should probably be using that special skill by now, but you know, whatever.
Inside the forge, Key can fine-tune those instruments ahead.
This is really good. So you can see if I do this, I should now have forge. No, I don't, but I'll probably get it when I go back.
Core ain't here neither, so he's gotta guess again. Odd place to find the likes of Percy the Snitch.
Percy the Snitch. We will find out your lore another day, because I don't really have the heart to kill you. Also, that just happened. Ooh, by the way, if you hold tab, it'll auto-aim for you, which is cool. Obviously default is shift. Huh. It's not aiming there? Can I not hit you? Yeah, I can. I'm assuming there was like a height difference, but there wasn't. Not really. Whoa, there's no UI. Where'd my UI go? Oh, I totally didn't know that. So your UI disappears if you're not in combat. That's a very art-focused thing. Which, granted, the art and the story for this game very much speak for themselves in terms of quality, I think. Some good production value going on here. Whoa. And the gameplay is, like, pretty fun. Honestly, I just really enjoy the versatility, the world stuff.
Gas fellas all dress alike. Kids wondering the same thing.
That's kind of funny. I love the world stuff, but I know one of the big reasons people love this game is because of all of the different weapons. And, like, it's just really fun to, like, mess around. And they have a bunch of different enemy types later on in the game as well. Here's one of the coolest encounters, by the way.
And there it is, but it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman is keeping his fellas in check, almost like he's showboating for the crowd.
So check this out. Every time I walk close to these guys at the edge, they'll attack me, just to make sure I stay in there. But they don't actually come after you. You're very much in like this sort of weird 1v1 with this guy. It's not a whole lot of room, but you know, it's what it is. Oh, by the way, I can call upon a squirt. That's this Q ability. I can even call on more than one at once, so they'll just fight for me.
And now there's a new marshal.
Very cool. They do a lot of interesting thing with the monsters in that they hint within the story that the monsters have feelings, but they don't actually show it.
The whole place grown, but it's too tough to fall.
I thought you would be my friend, but okay.
And his ticket out's right where he started.
It's really interesting why they try to do that. It ultimately doesn't amount to much, but
just like I knew he would.
I like the concept.
The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it. Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next. I
don't think I'll really mess around with the item descriptions too much out. I don't want to just bore you guys with 1,000 item descriptions. Distillery, forge. Forge is just so much more useful. So the forge is really cool. This is where you do upgrading. This is another really amazing thing about this game, right? So you know all of that money we've been collecting, right? No, you don't, because it doesn't show you. Why doesn't it show you my money? Oh god. I moved the screen because I was spamming. But if we go in here, we click on the sword. Okay, now it shows you money, good. It'll show you all of these upgrades, right? And these upgrades, they're based on two things. One, they're based on what weapons you have. And two, they're based on how many of an item you have. So, say for the bow, right? I can upgrade the bow once, like to have double draw speed, or not double, but faster draw speed, or the piercing, which I'll take the piercing.
That bow's like new again.
And so now you see I've lost all of the money that went into that, and I lost the stringy thing, something stringy, right? I can also get something heavy, and just pick up more damage, because that's always fun.
Friends looking fit to keep on.
If you're ever looking to have fun, go damage over defense every single time. Let's go ahead. Frame repeater. YOLO. This could be fun. I'm gonna do one more this episode.
Bow and repeater at the ready. Kid aims to keep a safe distance.
Ragged Hook. Let's not ask him about this yet. I think maybe I'll do something about, like, I'll take, like, all of the items and make, like, a thing at the end of each episode for them. Or maybe at the beginning. Who knows?
Picked up traces of other cores while the kid was out.
So now we have 2 new spots.
The Sundown Path. Lovely place for a stroll. Before the calamity, that is. The Milton Ponds. Place hoarded all sorts of fineries from beyond the boundless sea.
The boundless sea. Woo, mysterious. I love how you get the impression the world is huge, and it is. You get to visit all of these places. Admittedly, they're not. They don't feel like places people would live in, but they kind of do in like a very abstract sort of way. You'll see it in the Melting Pot. In fact, I'll go there just purely because, well, there's 2 events that happen here that are really cool.
In better days, the Milton Ponds was seen.
Oh, just kidding.
Skin on a squirt.
Just kidding. This is not the place I was thinking about.
Of all the plans to survive the calamity, it had to be stab weeds.
God, that takes so long. So these are stab weeds. They're basically cactus, and they function how you would expect a cactus to function.
He cuts down every stab weed like there's gonna be a prize for it.
What? Are you saying there's not? I love how self-aware the game is. That's always something funny you can do. You sort of like mess with the player, like, gasp! They know! Because obviously the developers know a player's tendencies. Ooh. Oh, we just got this item. Something nasty. This is an upgrade for the weapon I have on my primary button. Oh, there's nothing here. Oh, I touched that a little bit. Oh, come on. Oh, that didn't work how I wanted it to. Okay. I thought there would be a little bit more through this place, but okay. Down here is a really cool encounter.
Core, he figures it ought to be deeper down. Core stuck inside one of those fancy cages.
Where is it? Here it is.
He throws a switch. Now what could possibly go wrong?
This is one of the coolest things. So they know you're going to use the switch, right?
Quite a bit, as it turns out.
They know you're going to turn the
Starts
switch.
lifting from the core.
Oh my god, shut up. Oh, I should have summoned the squirts.
Is wait.
Basically, this is... Oh my god. So, they know you're going to turn the switch when you see it.
Some spring to the kid's defense.
Oh, that's actually really cool. So you see the green ones are like...
It's gonna take a little while.
Yeah, so we have to wait 10 minutes for that thing to get up. And we have little squirt dudes. The green ones are fighting for us, which is cool. This is a good level to have only ranged weapons. I think the hammer would have been actually really good here, but whatever. I didn't get the power shot.
Scumbags don't take kindly to interlopers.
Damn, they're like cleaning up there. What the heck?
Even some gas fellas take his corner. Birdie pop that mean old foreman.
It's curious that they're on my side. It signals that, like, I'm doing something right, you know? Like, you're not the bad guy, don't worry, you're doing something good. But to this point in the story, we don't actually know a whole lot what we're doing. Again, this encounter is just really, really cool because... I know, shut it.
Squirts get real territorial.
I have these, like, trap mines, and you'll see it just blows up after a while, which is kind of fun.
Then a shipment of free samples shows up.
Oh, healing items fell from the sky. Let's see if I can get him to walk into this. No, it doesn't look like it. Is the core out? No, not yet.
One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy.
I have to like focus on fighting here. You don't want to get swarmed too hard, but I've been. It does occur to me that there was really only one place to go, and that was down here, and you're just like, hey, switch, and then you flipped it. And they could have had something really bad happen there, which is what I thought was going to happen the first time I played.
9, 8, 7, you give or take a few seconds. Finally, the core's within reach.
Oh, good to know.
And done. He's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest barge.
Oh, barge. Right, I forgot about this. So, over here. I'm just like having a little bit too much fun fighting these guys, I'll be honest. War! Also, I want to make sure I'm getting this bow thing down. Is that guy like dancing? He's like celebrating. Woo, we did it! Oh god, did he kill him? That's not nice, but granted you were fighting each other, but you know. Oh god, it's like raining death or something. Alright, we out of there. Did I talk about what I wanted to talk about? Basically, they lured you out there, and you could have pulled that switch no matter what, right?
Remember the look on his face after that one.
But basically, you trigger this crazy like survival sequence where you have to live for nearly 10 minutes, and I don't know, it's really cool. Okay, shall we do this now? Yeah, why not?
The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started.
Still only 20 minutes, that's nice. Yeah, so I think I will end the episode here. Let's go ahead and unlock a distillery. We have a bunch of stuff lighting up.
Sample spirits from my
we leveled up. So, now that you've built it from the Bastion, you get some new drinks, some new descriptions. Feel free to check it out on the wiki if you really want to read them all. Where whiskey only active when 30%. I'd never really seem to be taking that much damage. One of the reasons I really like this game is because of something that you unlock later on in the game. It should be coming up pretty soon, actually. But I'll probably talk about that next episode. For now, this could be useful. I haven't really been defending much. Active only when full health. I'm at full health a lot. Let's just take the one that I know will be good.
Squirt cider will toughen you right up.
Something nasty, sure. Ammos.
Turns out those old bones still have some spark in them.
Ooh. So shall we do this stuff? Let's go ahead. Let's also re-equip the hammer. Just generally better. And like, screw this. I want my squirt friend. Ooh. Alright, let's get these out of the way. Why are they flooding the city, ransacking its remains?
The windbags used to be alright. Then the calamity took the floor out from under them.
Aw. So now we know about something. I don't think it's been mentioned too much, but there's a calamity that's happened. Some sort of disaster has happened and the world is broken as seen visually in everything about the art. And you're trying to rebuild it. That's the story that's really not been said, but you can infer it, and there's a lot of mystery around it, and it's very cool. Where did they come from and when? Ancient spices found tucked away in the melting pot.
Folks voyaged across the boundless sea to found Ceylondia. It was good living here for a while.
And then calamity. Yeah. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Before I really head out, I want to point out, look at the way the tiling is. It's clearly a tile set, right? And I think they intentionally did that, not just in the Bastion, but in the levels, to try and give you this idea of a broken world. Bastion, you'll see it in the story later, it's about building a broken world. And it's also a lot about, you know, how do you deal with something that's broken. There's a very moral-heavy choice later on in the game that tries to not provide its direct right or wrong. It's all very interesting. If you're willing, play this game. It's like $15 on Steam. And it is on Steam, so no pirating. I see you out there reaching for your BitTorrents and your Pirate Bays. It's very accessible. It's not like something like, I don't know, the original Mega Man, which you really can't find unless you pirate it. So, yeah, thank y'all for watching. What is? Is there a bird? Is there more birds? What is? Yo, this background's amazing. This art's really good. I love the fantasy feeling with all of these sort of sprites. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Nujum Key. Bye.